gush of darkness upon the gusty trees. The sun had disappeared and tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of black looping the purple moor, and the wanted man came jerkin. The wanted man came jerkin down the cold black road. He had a gray hat on his head and a scarf at his chin. He wore a dress shirt with gray stripes and jeans tight to his skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle, his shoes were ankle high. And he skipped confidently, his pocket knife at his side tightly under the cloudy sky. Over the sidewalk he stepped and danced into the yard. He tapped his hand on the door, but all was locked and barred. He tapped it too on the door, and who should be waiting there but the mayor's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the mayor's black-eyed daughter, braiding a dark red love knot into her short black.
Coming to you live from
Dark in the dark old steps something squeaked, where Juan the hustler listened. His face was white and peaked. His eyes were hollows of madness, his hair like moldy hate. But he loved the mayor's daughter, the mayor's black-eyed daughter. Dumb as a dog he listened, and he heard his BFF say, "Kiss, my four-eyed sweetheart, I'm after the prize tonight. But I will be back with the greens before the morning light. Yet if they hurt me and keep me through the day, then look for me by sunlight. Watch for me by sunlight. I'll come to you by sunlight, though hell should stand in the way." He stood up straight and flexed. He could hardly reach her hand. Then she loosened her hair, and his face burnt like a brand. As a bittersweet aroma came tumbling over his chest. Then he kissed its waves by the doorsteps. Oh, bittersweet black waves by the doorsteps. The SWAT team came riding. The SWAT team came riding in kill mode. They said no word to the mayor, they drank his chocolate milk instead. But they chained his daughter inside the shed. Two of the SWAT members sat at her side. Her house was surrounded at every window. SWAT kept watch at every window. Now Bess could see the road that her lover would ride. She violently struggled with the chains, but they held pretty good. She twisted her hands until her fingers were drenched with sweat and blood. She kept fighting until the darkness. And the hours crawled by like years. Until, on the cold on the stroke of midnight, the tip of one finger touched it. Her finger reached the trigger. The tip of one finger touched it. She finally took a rest. Awake, she sat up at attention with the gun beneath her breast. She could not risk their hearing. She would not strive again, for the road lay bare in the moonlight. Blank and bare in the moonlight, and the blood in her veins in the moonlight throbbed to her love's refrain. Her eyes grew wide for a moment. She drew one last deep breath. Then her finger moved in the dim light. Her gunfire shattered the light, shattered the moonlight, and warned him with her death. Hunched with her head over the window, drenched in her own red blood. Skip, skip in the frosty silence, split, splat in the echoing night. Closer and closer he came, Bess's face was like a light. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Had the men heard it? His shoes sounding clear. Squeak, squeak, squeak. In the coldness, were they deaf? Down the black ribbon of asphalt, over the top of the hill, the wanted man came skipping, skipping, skipping. He turned, ran off to the west, unfortunately not knowing who stood. He raced like a madman, cursing out to the sky, with the black road smoking behind him, and his weapon close at hand. Blood red was his rush in the golden noon, fire red was his soul, when they shot him down in the driveway.